Hello, everyone. It is me, Danielle J. Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate, and I'm here for today's and this week's Tuesday tip at 2. So, today I'm going to continue in my series talking about commercial real estate. We had talked about before the types of real estate, which include pretty much everything not residential. That would be apartment buildings that have 5 or more units, office buildings or office space, retail, multifamily apartments. Um, multifamily apartments, malls, warehouses, shopping centers, industrial buildings, mixed use, all that good stuff. And so I talked about last time how what you need to lease a commercial space. And today we're going to talk about how you buy a commercial space. Okay. What I first need you to do is to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and share this with somebody who is looking into getting, starting their business. They need some space for their business, or they're just looking to invest. They're doing, wanting to do something different. A lot of people start out with residential properties because it can feel like a bit easier process, but we're going to talk about it today so you can know that this can be a decent and easy process as well. Okay. So, number one, the important thing that you need to know in getting ready to purchase commercial property is you have to know your research. You have to do your research. You have to research the market. So, whatever type of property that you're trying to get, whether it's just, you're a person who makes t-shirts, right? And you're just trying to get a space where you can up your production or do things like that. Or if you're just trying to get an office space, maybe you're a lawyer, you're a consultant, you're a life coach, whatever you are, you're trying to get some space for your business that's outside of your home. It's really about doing your research, crunching the numbers, understanding how much can you afford, how sustainable is the profit that you're making going to be for the property or the commercial space that you're purchasing. So it's about doing your research. If you're doing something that's more consumer based, you're trying to open a cleaners or a laundromat or a small produce store or grocery store, doing the numbers, understanding the research for that particular industry is so important. The other thing you want to consider is the neighborhood, right? What's the neighborhood like? Are you familiar with the neighborhood? Does opening up that space, or doing that commercial, buying that commercial property in that area, how is it affecting and how is it going to help the neighborhood, right? You really want to look at different types of commercial properties. What makes the most sense? What makes the most sense for you to get? Do you want to have a property where, hey, I have an office space on the first floor and then maybe an apartment or two on the second and third floor, right? Because that's a way for you to generate more income and to help carry your business and to help cover the expense of your business as you're going to move forward and paying for it, right? So those are different things that you want to consider. Other thing you have to consider is you're going to need money. You're going to need money to put down. Are you using your own capital? Are you using an investor, right? And typically the type of down payment you're going to need for a commercial property is 25 to 30%. 25 to 30%, which is very, very different from a residential property. I talked about before, some people who want to get families, as long as it's less than 4 units, you can. And the great thing is that people are doing the house hacking, because you can get that, up to 4 unit and only put down 3.5%, maybe 5% down, which is, typical. Sometimes 10, but that's, depending on your credit and all that other stuff. But for the most part, you're putting down 5%, right? Which is a great difference from 25 to 30%. One of the things that you have to remember as well is, in addition to down payment, is 6 to 12 months in debt service reserves, right? And reserves. So what that means is you want to have 6 to 12 months pretty much of that, I wanted to say egg nest, but I don't know if that's right. I want to say the reserves that is what your payment will be, right? So a lot of times lenders want to see the 6 to 12 months of reserve. So if your mortgage for your business is, let's just say, $2,000, they want to see that you have $2,000 saved 6 to 12 months over, right? So they want to see some money for just in case if your sales go down, if something happens with the business, right? You can still sustain that loan. Okay. Like I said, you want to look at different properties. You want to determine what types of properties are best for your situation and what makes sense. Some of the different types of loans that are out there, depending on what kind of property you want to secure, what kind of business you have. There are apartment loans, which is funded by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and FHA. Then there are bank balance sheet loans. There are commercial real estate loans. There are small business loans. There are hard money loans, and there is seller financing as well. Okay, so those are the type of things that are out there. Another important thing when you're going to buy commercial property is that you want to have a team around you. So you want to make sure that you have a commercial realtor. You want to make sure that you have a commercial lender. They're very different from a mortgage lender, right? You want to make sure that you have a commercial real estate attorney. You want to make sure that you have a commercial contractor if you're getting some work done in that property. One of the reasons why you want to get a commercial contractor is because the materials and things that you might do and use in a commercial property need to have a bit more sustainability, right? You need to do things that make more sense, right? So if you use kind of residential grade carpet versus your typical, if you use residential grade carpet versus like commercial grade, they'll look the same, but the commercial grade, you can do more wear to it. It can last a bit longer, right? I think I said accountant. I don't know if I said accountant, but yes, have a CPA as well. Your real estate attorney, all those good things, right? So I'm gonna go over that again because I don't know what I said and I said it out of order. You want to have your commercial realtor. You want to have your commercial real estate attorney. You want to have your commercial contractor. You want to have your commercial lender, and you want to have a commercial or accountant CPA. And that's pretty much that for your team. Most important thing you want to do, of course, when you go to apply for any type of loan or financing, you need to have history of your business. You need to have business credit, all those things. If not, you're definitely going to be using your own personal credit. You're going to be using your personal credit, right? So, if you have 2 years, 3 years of tax returns on your business, if you have business credit, that's fantastic. If you have some money in the bank, that's fantastic. It will help you get qualified to get a commercial property. I hope that helps. The next time, I'm going to actually walk through the commercial purchase process. I want to make sure I said that right. Commercial purchase process. I'm going to walk through that. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about more in detail what you need to know and how you need to negotiate, how you so just govern yourselves, right? What power you have in your negotiation, relying on your team, relying on experts, and doing things that's going to make sense for you. Okay. So we're going to talk about that next time. All right. So I hope that helps everybody. I hope you have more understanding of the commercial process. And listen, if you're interested in finding space for your business, you're interested in just doing some of the things that I'm discussing, I can help you. I can help you. So you can go to book.djmrealtyco.com. Again, that's book.djmrealtyco.com, and we can get started. We can have some conversations. And listen, I'm not specialized in commercial real estate. I'm not going to act like I am. I know a thing or two, but if you're really serious and ready, got your ducks in a row, and you want to make that leap to commercial real estate, I definitely have team members that can point you and help you and push you in the right direction, right? It's a team effort. But at the very least, we can talk about what would be the best avenue for you. Because, like I said earlier, hey, you may want just a nice little business area, a nice office area, and you want your commercial space to make you money outside of the business that you're doing in it, right? Where you can be somebody's landlord. And those are things that we can talk about. So until next time, remember there's no place like home, no place like home buying. And remember to do what it says down there. And I'll see you next time. Bye.